Welcome back to Real Rock Stories with our guest, Rob Grad. Now, going back to your days when you were in Kick Tracy, you guys came up on the Sunset Strip with all the bands. Poison and Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses were all spawned from that area of time. And those bands are now all out basically doing nostalgia tours for the most part. For those guys, there's money to be made there. Yeah. You, on the other hand, have gone in a totally different direction.
I'm not into it. I mean, there's that part. I mean, music's always kind of led the way for me. My tastes have changed. My life has changed. I've had a lot of experiences now that I, hadn't gone through then. And, plus there's not exactly a massive call for the Kick Tracy reunion tour, We do, by the way, have the Kick Tracy reunion hotline here at the garage, and it doesn't ring very much. Yeah. One girl every third Thursday from Dallas, I think, calls, and that's really about it. Yeah, she's into it.
She's totally into it.
But, so, I mean, in a way, I guess it's a blessing that Kick Tracy didn't sell more, for me, personally, because I don't have that carrot dangling out in the universe somewhere that says, come to me, if you play, there's money. There's nothing there. It's just sort of, to me, it was a lot of great memories. I learned from it. I had all these, we got signed out of high school without a demo. I mean, it was a pretty wild ride for a while, and I did some great things with them, and I'm grateful for the experience. But I feel no creative allegiance to it. Right. It's like I like music that excites me, and this is what's exciting me now.
And something that you've carried on from back in those days up until now is that you do cover songs. You did Mrs. Robinson on the first Kick Tracy record. You used to do a CCR song with Superfine. And now on the new record, New Apologies, you've done Greg Kihn's The Breakup song.
Yeah, man, I love that song. I mean, come on.
Is that what it is for you to do a cover song? Is just a song that you really love? Is that all there is to do that, or?
Well, there's more to it. It's partly that. I mean, it's partly, oh my God, I wish I wrote this. And then it's partly, but they don't all work. I mean, I'm a songwriter myself, obviously, and I try to take covers, something that I really love. If I had written these lyrics and melody, how would I arrange it? What can I bring something new to it? I mean, a lot of these recordings of these great songs, what are you really going to bring to it? The Breakup song in particular, I've just always loved that song, but I thought there was something about the lyric that is heavier and more haunting than what the recording that Greg Kihn originally did. As much as I love that recording, I thought there was something else there, and I mean, they don't write them like that anymore. I mean, oh man, come on, So I actually tried to cover that song once when I was in Superfine, and it just didn't really come across. It was one of those ones that didn't work. It was a misfire, and then when I kind of started off in this direction, I was playing some show in LA, like an acoustic show solo, and I thought, I could almost hear that riff just really slow and creepy almost, and what would that be like? So I experimented with it, hopped on stage and opened with it that night. And man, I was like halfway through it and people started singing the answer line back to me in those verses. And then I got to that chorus, and when the song was over, it was, and you live for this, especially for the acoustic shows, like it was a silence in the room that you could you could chew on it, and then they just started clapping. And I went, damn, that was cool, So I recorded it to see if it would transfer, and I think it came out great, so we decided to put it on the album.
It did come out very good on the album, and one thing that you guys are about to really experience is this song, just with him and an acoustic guitar. You will not get this song out of your head, so you'll have Rob Grad to thank about that when you're going home going, You're going to have him to thank for it, so let's do it.
All right, got it.
We'd broken up for good just an hour before. Now I'm staring at the bodies as they dance across the floor. Then the band slowed the tempo and the music took you down. It was the same old song with the melancholy sound. They don't write them like that anymore. just don't write them like that anymore. We've been living together for a million years. And now it feels so strange out in the atmospheres. And then the jukebox plays a song I used to know. And now I'm staring at the bodies as they're dancing so slow. They don't write them like that anymore. They just don't write them like that anymore. They don't write them like that anymore. So you wind up staring at an empty glass. 'Cause it's so easy to say you'll forget your past. They don't write them like that anymore. They just don't write them like that anymore. They don't write them like that anymore. Ooh. They don't write them like that anymore. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't write them like that anymore.
Thank you. We're back. Real Rock Stories, Rob Grad. It has been a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you so much.
17 years in the making. We finally did it. And the question that I know every single one of you is asking, yes, we played golf before we got up here and did this today. So we got the golf in. We both know it's interlocking, not overlapping. The album's going to do great. I'm really happy for you. It's going to be fantastic.
Man, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Rob Grad, everybody. And thank you all for joining us on this episode of Real Rock Stories.